Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds him out of the backfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will go to work for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Now 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Moffitt. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback extends the play. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pitts. Pulled down for the tackle.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Calls his own number. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Kane. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Kane. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Just feeds the running back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get to it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Still looking on the move. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Or did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arizona State! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know...
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Second down coming up.
691, Gators far.
To the air, it's Kane. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. Third and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first. Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really...
Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Kansas State quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Rice. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The play action fake. Quarterback adapted. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Kansas City, 3.
And here's the return. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by volition.
They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Smashes through. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you...
Can anyone catch him? And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Finds a man by himself. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide out in motion. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking to pass. It's Moffitt. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They're trying to get to it. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Running to the left.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And what are they cooking up on second and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They move the tight end all over. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And the defense was not fooled on that third down. They were expecting that could be run. Linebackers doing a nice job really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Kansas State pushing the pace. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move, he fires. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly complete. what a move! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Jackrabbit.
He'll keep it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
One more play to pad the stats. To throw, it's Moffitt. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get